Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. We are very happy to have you here with us today. My name is Jessica, and I'm here with my friend Robert. Today, we are going to talk about something that almost everyone feels at some point in life: the fear of being judged. This fear can stop us from speaking, acting, and even being ourselves.
Hi, everyone. I'm Robert, and I'm really glad you're listening today. The fear of being judged is very common, but we don't always talk about it openly. Many times we worry about what other people think about our appearance, our opinions, our work, or even our dreams. This fear can be small in some situations, but in other moments, it can feel very strong.
I remember times when I didn't share my ideas because I was afraid people would think they were silly. Even simple things like speaking English in public made me nervous. I was thinking, what if I make a mistake? Or what if they laugh at me? That fear made me stay quiet, even when I wanted to participate.
I had similar experiences. Sometimes we create negative stories in our minds. We imagine people criticizing us or rejecting us. But many times those situations never happen. The fear is bigger than reality. Our imagination can make the judgment look much worse than it really is.
I think one reason for this fear is our natural desire to belong. As humans, we want to feel accepted by others. We want to feel part of a group. When we think someone is judging us, it feels like a threat to that connection. That is why the feeling can be so uncomfortable.
Yes, and social media has made this fear even stronger. Today, people can comment, like, or criticize instantly. When we post something online, we may check our phones many times to see how people react. If we don't get positive responses, we may start doubting ourselves.
Another problem is comparison. When we compare ourselves to others, we start feeling insecure. We see someone more confident, more successful, or more experienced, and we think we are not good enough. Then we become even more afraid of being judged.
But the truth is, everyone is thinking about themselves most of the time. People are usually more focused on their own problems and insecurities. They are not analyzing us as much as we imagine. Understanding this can reduce the pressure we feel.
I also believe that making mistakes in public is part of growth. If you want to improve, you need to take risks. Sometimes you will say something wrong, sometimes you will fail. But those experiences teach you lessons that staying silent never will.
Exactly. Courage does not mean you have no fear. Courage means you act even when you feel afraid. If you wait until you feel zero fear, you may never move forward. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone.
Another important idea is self-acceptance. When you accept yourself, strengths and weaknesses included, other people's opinions lose some power. Of course, feedback can be useful, but it should not control your identity.
I agree. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Some criticism is constructive, which means it helps you improve. But other criticism is only negativity. Learning to separate helpful feedback from harmful judgment is a very important skill.
I also think we should ask ourselves a simple question. What is the worst thing that can happen? In many cases, the worst situation is not as terrible as we imagine. Maybe someone disagrees with you. Maybe someone laughs for a second. But life continues.
And when you face that fear once, it becomes smaller next time. If you speak in public once, the second time is easier. If you post a video once, the next one feels more natural. Action reduces fear step by step.
In the end, we cannot control what people think about us. There will always be different opinions. But we can control how we respond. We can choose to live according to our values instead of living to please everyone.
Maybe the real freedom comes when we accept that being judged is part of life. If you try to avoid judgment completely, you also avoid visibility and opportunity. When you show your true self, some people may not like it, but others will connect with it.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. We hope this conversation helps you feel stronger and more confident. If you enjoyed this podcast and want more honest and real discussions like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join our community. See you in the next episode.